Hi guys, it's me, Allie, and today we're doing the one color paint challenge. Now, I don't know how cheating this is going to be, but I'm allowed to use the metallic version of that color and black and white because these are all watercolors and the only variation I can get of them is really thin, really thick, aka non-pigmented and too pigmented. So yeah, or ink. So everything I use is by Artist Loft, and just so you guys can see that I'm not cheating, I'm going to put this mask over my eyes, and the light is exactly in my direction, so you will see exactly what I see. And if you don't believe me, I'm also going to be wearing sunglasses over that. So together, I'm going to be wearing a ton of stuff over my eyes so that I can't see at all. But yeah, I'm going to be able to see when I'm painting. So I hope you guys can still hear me. First step, mask on my eyes. It's going over my nose so that I can't see out the bottom. And okay, there's the bag. Oh god, okay. So sure. Okay, there. This is the color. That's the color. I have no clue what side this is. Okay, I'm guessing this is the front. Okay. But this is, where is this? Yeah, this is the front. This is the color. I doesn't feel like I've used it much, so I'm gonna. Whew. Oh god. Okay. There's a reason why this color has not been used. It is emerald green by Artist Loft. Now, everything I use is by Artist Loft. The paper I'm using is watercolor pad, acid free, cold press, heavyweight, Artist Level 2 by Artist Loft, and this is what I have to work with. Now again, these are my rules, so I get to play by my rules in my game. I get to use the metallic version. I get to use white and black. And if it was any other version of this, I wouldn't be allowed to use, if I'm doing this the way that I've always done it, I'm allowed to use black and white. Normally I'm not allowed to use the metallic. The only reason why I'm allowing myself to use all of these, because the only variation of color I can get with, I guess the purpose of it is to only have one color. Fine, I'm not only allowed to use the green and the metallic green, because they're very similar in color. Now, let's go get supplies. Before you say supplies, you already have the supplies. By that I mean watercolor. So, we already have the watercolor. By that I mean water. Okay. Oh my god, do I have... Okay. Now, without further ado, I have no clue what I'm painting. I came into this with no clue what I'm painting, which is not a good move. Now, in the next video, you're going to be seeing something called travel paint. We're not doing travel paint in this video, but I just want to let you guys know what you're going to be seeing out after this video. And maybe at the end you'll see some of my better or my favorite pieces that I've painted. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I have no clue what I'm painting, so I'm just going to start. Normally, most of my paintings start off with me having a sense of color palette, and that's based on what I paint. But no, I have like two colors. They're basically the same color, just one's basically shimmery. So I'm with a big, do they have different size? Okay. With a 1-inch brush, I'm taking and I'm wetting it because this one needs to soak in water. But actually what we're doing is we're grabbing do we have this? I think what we're going to grab is actually a 3/4 inch brush. And the reason why we're letting this sit in water is because I can tell that it has extra paint on it. And this one's just straight up dyed. So, and now we're dipping it. And, oh yeah, this is a 3/4 inch brush. And we're just swerving it, I guess. And just to show you a better motion of what I'm doing, I'm going to come up here and grab my phone. Yeah, this is my little setup. Normally I'm painting over there, but because I'm filming, I'm painting over here. Yeah, and you can take out, and also this brush just needs to be the wettest brush, and set that brush aside while you paint. Because it needs to be damp, not wet. And I just realized I don't have anything to put my paints on, so everything I do is going to have to be right out on the canvas. I'm going to grab something to put my paints on. Painting of the northern lights that I did that I really did not like should do the trick. And when I need that will come in. Now, with this kind of, you notice that I wet my brushes a lot when I paint. With this kind of lined motion, we're going to start going into a crosshatch motion or a do I know what I'm doing? No. Okay. Now we are going to put you back up there. So you can still kind of see what I'm painting. That's why I have it at that kind of angle. So you still kind of get the experience. Now we're going to take a palette knife that's like this. These are non-sharp. They are not sharp. Again, not shape at all. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I think this is when I use the palette knife, that's when I want the paint to be the thickest. So normally this is when I would mix a color, but because I can't, I'm just gonna imitate what my palette knife would look like after I mix the color. Now obviously it would be fully covered, but this is kind of what it would look like. It would be fully colored because I mix with my palette knives. So now I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna stamp it right under, and I'm gonna drag it out. And then I'm gonna turn it. Fun fact, if you put a palette knife in water and let it sit there, now we're drying off this brush even more. That brush is not nearly ready for us to use it. So now we are taking a 1/2 inch brush by Artist Loft. All my brushes are by Artist Loft. And we're going to leave it nice and dry. And we're going to pull it out, kind of letting it feather. Alright, and we're just letting the paint do exactly what the paint wants to do. So if it doesn't want to feather, when I want it to feather, it's not going to feather. And now this is where I'm going to get all mixy. So we're getting my new paint palette, which is very, very big, which is very, very good for one color challenges because I can stay in one area to mix. Oh god, I should probably change my shirt because sometimes mixing is a little bit complicated. But I'm already filming. Oh, this is the perfect opportunity to make a part 2. Just checking to make sure there's no paint on the shirt. No paint. Okay. See you guys in part 2.